Hi, how you going? Steve from I'm Enough Coaching. I've come here today to talk to you about values. Why are values so important to us? Why do we hang on values and we have beliefs around those values? Why is it important that we know our values? Because we make our decisions around these values. Why is it important that we think about our values with regards to our relationships and stuff like that? So what I want to do today is just to introduce values and beliefs, just to explore the idea of it. And then what we're going to do in future videos is we're going to go into more detail around values and beliefs. We're going to start talking about limiting beliefs. We're going to talk about values and your core values. We're going to talk about moving toward and moving away values, what the difference is and why they all need to be moving toward something, not away from something. You know, values are really important because we make a lot of decisions around our values. And to give you an example of, how we make a decision is, first of all, we check in with ourselves to see how that's going to affect us. How is that going to impact us as a human being? And if we're not too sure, then it's because we're unsure of our values in that area. So let me give you an example. So we're sitting in maybe a cafe together and we're having a nice bit of cake, you like cake, and coffee. And I maybe suggest to you, right, let's not pay, let's just get up and run out. And I'll ask you to make a decision on that. And you're either with me or you're not. Now, 90% of the human race, I'm sure, would say, no, I'm not doing that. And it would be a very clear, strong no. And this is because they know that it's wrong. They know that their values will not allow them to go away and to break the law, to not pay. They know that it's wrong. They know that it's immoral. And their values will make that decision for them. Whereas if they weren't clear on their values, they weren't clear on themselves, then they may have some fogginess around this. So another example would be, do you want to go and see a movie tonight? And they'll go, I don't know, what's the movie about? Until they know what the movie's about, they're not going to make a decision. So we need to have more information. And this is because our values, are dictating how we think, how we carry out our lives and stuff like that. So values are very important with regards to making decisions. And then on top of those values or supporting those values, we have beliefs. Now, beliefs are just a filter, almost like a bullshit story that we tell ourselves to uphold our values. And if we go back to the coffee shop story, then, our beliefs are that we're good people, that we're integral, that we do as we say we're going to do, that we always do the right thing. So these are the beliefs that hold up the value of doing the right thing or being integral. So, this is why it's important that we are aware of our core values and the beliefs that go along with them. And what I'm going to get to do in the next few videos is we're going to start to explore what your core values are. Even more than that, in the next video, we're going to actually start to explore limiting beliefs. And what is a limiting belief? Where do our values come from? Most of us have inherited some of our values along the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share personal stories with you. I'm going to share insights with you. I'm going to share experiences that I've heard other people have around their values and beliefs. And you're going to start to get a bit more of a clear picture. Please excuse me, I sneezed yesterday and bit down on my tongue. So my tongue's really swollen at the moment, so I'm having problems getting my words out because it's quite painful. But I've said to myself that I'm going to do this video today. So here I am doing it because that's another one of my values, is that I will do what I say I'm going to do. I hold myself accountable to my values and my beliefs. And regardless of, what goes on, I will always try to do my very best, because one of my personal values is excellence. So to do everything that I can to the very best of my ability. So, I'm living my life, my value congruently right at this very moment in time. And if I just, blew this off and said, I can't do it because my tongue hurts and I can't talk properly, then I wouldn't be living my value of excellence. I would just be making an excuse. I would be opening up, my limiting beliefs. I would be using below the line language. So there's a great example, first real world example of, living congruently with your beliefs and how that then makes you feel as a person, how that makes you, react internally and to be able to love yourself and all of that great stuff that we can do, to build our self-esteem and build who we were. So, I just wanted to give you an introduction into values and beliefs, because this isn't something that we can just do over a quick 5-minute video. It's just not going to happen. So what I've done is I'm breaking it down into bite-sized chunks so that you can take it away and change your awareness, change your perceptions, get your thinking, start to raise your awareness to your values and beliefs, start to ask yourself questions around things so that when they pop up, you can go, is this a limiting belief that I've got? Is this value serving me anymore? And that's how we get to find out, as we get to become curious about these sort of things. And as we become more and more curious, we start to ask ourselves more and more revealing questions. And if we're totally honest with ourselves, because it's only us, it's you, it's me, we're having this conversation internally, then we can really nut out our core values and our beliefs. We can get rid of the limiting beliefs. We can get rid of the values that no longer serve us. We can throw those in the fuck it bucket behind us, and we'll talk about that as well. How do we get rid of them, and how do we replace them? And the rules that go around beliefs and values, we assign rules to when we will feel this value, because a value is just something that we want to feel on a consistent basis. So we're going to get into all of that. So you can see there's a whole heap of stuff that we're going to get into and we're going to discuss. And all the time, I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your experiences as you go on this part of the journey with me to discover your values and your beliefs. So hit me up down below. Send some comments. Email me. Let's get the conversation going, because the more we talk about it, the greater it's going to be of value to you. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you discover your true values and beliefs, and for you to live congruently with them. And to be able to do that, for me to be able to help you fully, I need to be able to interact with you and hear from you. So please hit me up. Send me some emails, send me some messages. You know how to get hold of me. All of my contact details are available. So, let's get the juices flowing on this. This is really going to help you become, the person that you want to be, to live congruently in your life. Because when we do, we have a fulfilling life. And as I've said many times before, happiness is a byproduct of that fulfillment. So I really encourage you to get amongst this and to, really embrace this whole series of values and beliefs that I'm going to be discussing with you. It's going to be cool. And to be honest, it changed my life. And we'll get into that again on the next one, because next time we're going to be talking about limiting beliefs, where they come from, and how much they cost you. All right, guys, until next time, I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Cheerio.